Yes, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Yeah, how you doing?
Pretty good. I got a funny story about Stuttering John.
Is that right?
Yeah. About a couple of years ago, I was on Jones Beach, and he was with a couple of his buddies drunk and having a good time throwing some sand around.
Yeah.
And he hit me in the face with some sand. I went to go kick his ass.
Yeah.
And he backed out like the biggest wimp you've ever seen in your life.
He's a big pussy.
He is. That's the funny story I had to tell you.
Well, what do you mean? How did he back down? He went like, hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you tough guy. You think you're a badass. And, I got it in his face, and he backed down and cowered like the wimp that he is.
Right.
Did you know it was Stuttering John?
Oh, yeah. I hung out at the Bethpage State Park, and he was there with a couple of buddies.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe 4 or 5 months previous to that. And, I smoked a couple of doobs with them, hung out and bullshitted with them.
You can watch the S word, okay?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about the show and all that, and,
So you guys were smoking a few doobs?
Yeah.
And drinking beer together? So after your almost fight, you guys became friends?
No,
this was previous.
Before my life.
Oh, this is previous?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Previous to meeting him, you were smoking doobs.
Right.
No. He smoked doobs with him at a previous meeting before the fight.
Oh.
Correct.
So you keep running into Stuttering John?
Yeah, I've met him a couple of times.
So the first time you met him, you smoked doobs with him?
Right.
And drank beer?
Right. No, there was no beers being drunk by him. Just by me.
I see. Well, you're a nice guy.
Thanks. Hey, you still giving away those dead tickets?
You smoke pot with a guy, then you
try to beat him up.
Then you try to beat him up.
Well, he nailed me in the face with a handful of sand.
Oh, I see.
So, of course, I was protecting my own.
What is John out there doing, by the way?
Believe me, I wouldn't hang out with him because he's bound to get into trouble.
Someone's going to get into trouble with him. He's always getting pulled over by the police.
He's peeing in the park.
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
I see him at spit.
He's saying that you were at the beach, and you were the first time you met this guy, you smoked a few doobs with him, and then you drank some beers and stuff, and you guys
That
were
was
friends.
at Bethpage Park.
At Bethpage Park. And then the next time he sees you, you're on the beach, and you threw some sand in his face, and he got up like he was going to kick your ass, and you wimped out.
He's lying.
Bullshit, John.
Hey, watch that word. I got to hang up on you.
I'm sorry.
Who are you?
You probably don't remember my name. I met you.
I don't want your name.
Okay, I met you at the Bethpage State Park. This was 2 summers ago. I was wearing a fringe jacket and a tie-dyed shirt.
Yeah, I don't remember getting to any fight at the beach, though.
No, you were like with a couple of your buddies. One dude with really long hair, and you were having a sand fight with him, and you picked up a handful of wet sand, and you threw it at him, but you missed, and you hit me in the face.
Oh, well, then I was wrong. Then I probably said I'm sorry, right?
No, you were like, first you were like acting like a tough guy, and then when I came up to you and approached you, I was a hell of a lot bigger than you backed down.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't back down.
Okay.
I wouldn't back down.
I would and get wiped all over the beach.
Yeah, look at these 2 idiots. 2 morons going to fight. It's great. It's like the moron club when you hang around with John.
Blood and sand.
Yeah.
Blood and sand.
Well, I think John acted responsibly. Who the hell wants to get beat up by you because he accidentally threw some sand in his face?
No, it's just the way he threw the sand.
He was being a big shot.
No, I probably.
Well, that does sound like your MO, my friend.
I was having a sand fight with my friends.
How old are you? You're drinking, you're smoking pot, you're throwing sand, you're peeing. I mean, it's like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I'm not the most responsible guy in the world, but at least I'm not throwing sand at, like, Jones Beach.
I always do that, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
when I'm in the beach, I always wail sand.
Yeah, you're the kind of person people love to see at the beach.
Yeah, but what do you? I mean, he sits down next to you at the beach. It's your worst nightmare.
You have to get up and go home.
You're there with your kids, and he goes, "Hey, I love to do that. I love to wail sand at my friend."
So this guy does know you.
John is like part of our organization. I don't think this guy's lying.
He's a part of the human race.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, here's a guy. How old are you now?
Hey, guy. Hey, guy. Was I out of breath like a lot?
What's that?
Was I really out of breath?
You were in the water a little bit.
Yeah, was that like kind of running around a lot? Was I out of breath?
Yeah.
Then maybe I did back then. Maybe I probably get my head kicked in. Maybe I was out of breath or something.
Well, maybe you were out of breath because you were scared. When you get nervous, you go.
No. See, you know what it is? How when I go to the beach,
he was out of breath because he was talking.
All right.
All my friends go to the beach with all their girlfriends, so I swim out pretty far and I hang out with sand and whale it and then hide in the waves.
Hey, that's a lot of fun. You're a really funny guy.
I don't know why people hang out with you at all.
So what do you mean? You're in the water, then you reach in and you get a lot of sand.
Yeah, and then I wail at people, like people I know, and then I hide in the water so they don't know where it came from.
It's always fun, and you're always like, you're there with your kids, and you're just trying to have a life.
Yeah, he's hitting you.
And there's a big moron, big smelly moron who's stuttering and drunk, just throwing sand at you. And you go, okay, maybe it was okay when John was 17 or 18, but now he's almost 30.
What was really really the topper was when I met him previous at the West Stage State Park. You know, I thought he was a pretty cool guy. We were hanging out,
there you go.
having a good time, I should say.
Yeah.
And I thought he was a pretty cool guy. So you know, we.
No, because he got you. And what's with you with the smoking and everything?
What do you mean?
With strangers.
I learned from Jackie.
And what happened was we were just hanging out. He walked up to us because I was wearing a tie-dyed shirt. He was looking to get high, so of course we got high.
Well, dude, I'm sorry about the sand, man.
All right. Hey, is there any chance of winning some dead tickets?
Okay, weed?
Got any weed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
I do.
Give us your address.
I know.
I do.
I got a lot of weed here.
I got some weed here.
As a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact, I do.
I can't even smoke anymore, Howard. You know what I gotta do now?
What?
Gotta get the menu for brownies.
Yeah, well, what's with you guys, man?
I can't even do it anymore because
I'm anti-drug. I don't want to hear about it.
All right.
I'm into my anti-drug phase.
But
I don't blame you. It's time to grow up.
It's time to grow up. No,
Look who's talking.
someone here has got to be responsible. What is it?
There's a cop on the phone. Has a little story about John also.
A cop?
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Is there any chance to get some dead tickets? I'd really like to go.
Hey, could you say that one more time?
Yeah, I probably could.
All right, tell you what. I'll put you on hold, and let me talk to...
if you could tell me a song that the Dead has never done live, the guy just gave me a couple songs.
No. What I want to do is a Kurt Waldheim. Hey, maybe Kurt Waldheim will ask you... You know any Jews?
I try to stay away from those people, but...
All right, you're perfect then. All right, hold on, okay?
Right.
All right, we'll give you a chance to win some tickets.
Excellent.
All right. Try to stay away from the Jews.
Well, he better leave New York.
That's his motto for life. Yeah.
What's he doing?
Officer?
Yes.
All right, you're on the... Are you really an officer?
Yes, I am, Howard.
All right. What kind of... What is your... What's your rank?
Just police officer.
You're like a regular police officer?
Yeah, I work in radio car.
Okay.
In,
Say the word perpetrator.
perp. We call perp.
Okay.
Perpetrator.
Okay, yeah. So what's your story about John?
Well, yesterday, me and my partner driving up First Avenue around 66th Street, John.
Oh, John's already nodding his head.
What did you do
No,
now?
listen to this. I was thinking about you in this one. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you're a moron.
No, I didn't do anything this time.
All right, go ahead,
John.
yeah.
All right.
And as you know, Howard, New York's finest are one of your biggest fans.
Absolutely.
We know everybody on the show.
Except me, because every time you guys pull me over, you end up giving me tickets.
Well, the city cops have never pulled
City
me
cops
over.
have always been good to me. Yes, go ahead.
And lo and behold, who's walking down First Avenue?
Dirtbag.
Hero of the stupid.
Mr. Greasy Hair. A guy who looks this far away from being in jail himself.
Right.
Right.
And so
Was he urinating, officer?
he was just walking down. He was by himself.
Yeah.
And so we pull the car over, and I get on the PA.
Yeah.
I said, hey John, how you doing? He just like puts his hand up and like blows us off. And
Oh,
just
man.
keeps on walking, and I'm like, man.
You know something?
You don't do that.
No, I wouldn't. This is the deal. He was three streets away. I'm late already.
You finally find some cops who like you.
Yeah, no.
And then you
So what I
walk
did is I got in my car, dude, and I tried to catch you guys in my car, but
that was good.
And I was driving pretty fast too. I was gonna catch you because I was late. That's the only reason why. I always hang out with you.
What are you, a
guys.
rock star, man?
No, I was late. I was late by an hour and a half.
So once you go over to
You're
cops.
already late.
Yeah, well, I just and then
I would.
no,
I never.
no,
play
I
with the
wave.
cops.
I always hang out.
I have
with
cops. I walk down the street. They start turning on their sirens. They start like going. I go, okay, everybody, just calm down here. I'm entertaining these guys. I don't want to mess with this situation.
I'm always nice
believe
to
it. I
police
said, look at
officers.
this
Dude.
guy. Howard took him from nothing, and now all of
Yeah, now he's a big shot.
Hey, guy, any other minute I would have hung out with you, smoked pot with you. I was just late, man.
You're a
I'm sorry.
disaster waiting to happen.
He's out of control.
He is out of control. Tell him.
You don't know what he's doing there.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't have blown you off.
Well, we appreciate that.
I just copped weed. That's why I was going so fast.
Did you really?
Nah.
What's with you with
What
the
is
weed,
wrong
Joe?
with you?
Why don't you grow up
I'm
already?
sorry, I'm
all right?
I'm
You know, he's just like a little kid. You see how he gets carried away?
Yeah, with the weed thing.
He doesn't know what to say.
Yeah.
He's always trying to impress
Doesn't know
everyone.
what to say.
You sound like a moron, you idiot.
Ben Stern.
Never mind, that Ben Stern's got good advice. You need
You
a
know,
father
he's
like
not
mine.
yelling at a 7-year-old.
What is
There
it,
we go.
Angie?
There we go.
I also met somebody this weekend who
Yeah.
who said he met John at one of the local Long Island, bars.
Yeah.
And that
Listen to Gagey's voice. Hey, I'm someone who at local Long Island bars.
I met someone this weekend, and then John from the Long Island local bars.
Yeah.
And he said John was like, screwing around with his friends.
Yeah.
So he bumped into the kid by accident. So the kid turned around and pushed John, and like John like backed down. He was all, he's like all afraid of the guy and stuff.
I mean, really? Give me a break. I don't know how, someone bumped into me and I backed down. I mean, what the hell? What do you want me to do?
No.
Him?
I'm saying, like they were saying, the kid told me that you guys were like, you and your friends like all wild and he was.
Where? What bar?
Oh, he goes around all the bars.
No, what bar? I doubt it's even
true. Let me tell you
how
out of control it is. Now he's like Stuttering John, and and everyone recognizes him. So he goes into the bars, he gloms off some free drinks.
Right.
And he hangs out there. I know all about it. And he gloms off some free drinks, and he runs around there, the superstar. Getting into wild situations, completely out of control. Completely out of control.
He's a loose cannon.
Yeah. Hey, Fat Ganji, why do you have earrings? Why are you bothering trying to look good?
You better, I guess they're going to go all the way up your ear.
Yeah.
One won't do.
Maybe it'll distract you from the fat.
I don't think that's true, Ganji. I don't know. I don't get into fights, man.
Hey, Ganji,
how come you don't think it's true? You don't know it's not true.
I know it's not true. Like he pushed me?
Yeah.
And then you're so full of yourself.
I would know when I get pushed. I didn't get pushed.
And then the officer comes over. He's putting on his full lights and everything for you, and you blow him off.
No, I was really late, Howard.
Wait, you go to chase him in a car? That's stupid.
And you're gonna chase the cops in the car.
Yeah, because then at least I'm going on my way. I can just have, hey, what's up, dudes? I mean, because he was like 4 blocks away, and I was like, I was totally.
That's how I chase people in cars.
Rob, you ignore people. What the hell are you talking about?
Please, are you kidding me?
Oh, come on, Rob.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? The Out of Control Life of Stuttering John.
He's outrageous.
It's a spin-off series.
We could follow him around all day for material.
Well, what can I tell you? He's out of control, officer.
Well, Howard, I just wanted to let you know about
how many
We're
deviants?
not responsible for it.
I'm sorry, officer.
That's okay, John.
How many deviants do you have to go after today? What's on the roster?
Well, I'm off today, but
how many creeps and losers did you pick up in New York City yesterday?
Oh, it's unbelievable. We're losing the city. We really are.
It's true.
And Howard, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
You're the only thing that makes the day go by. I'm telling you. There's got to be 95% of all patrol cars are tuned to you in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't put your police radio on when you got it.
You know what cops do?
What?
They do the fa-fa-fooey.
Fa-fa-fooey. Fa-fa-fooey.
You know what a cop did to me?
It's unbelievable.
What did a cop do to you? Why are you involved with cops every night?
He's one of those people you're always talking about.
I'm a New York auction appearance, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to auction off a car, so this cop comes up and goes, John, are you John Mullins? I go, yeah. He goes, I'm sorry, I have a warrant out for your arrest.
Yeah.
And the guy totally said, he pulls me out of the appearance.
Yeah.
It tells me that he's got to cuff me. So bring me out to the car. He says he's going to arrest me for the peeing ticket that I never took care of.
Oh.
Yeah, when you peed in public.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my God. I go, you can trust me. He goes, I don't trust anybody, Mr. Menendez.
You can't even say your own name.
No, well, that's what he was calling me.
Yeah.
And then they brought me out just to tell me it was a goof, but totally pulled me out of the appearance.
He could have had a heart attack. What is it, Fa-fa-fohi?
Well, the phones are ringing like crazy. We could put lots of people through, but I do have one funny John story that he told me once.
Yeah.
I guess he and his manager or whatever, that guy, the guy that sets up his gigs.
Yeah.
They went to a gig and they had trouble collecting the money or something.
Yeah.
So they got into like a full-scale brawl.
Yeah, I got
in the
to fist fight then. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The guy didn't want to pay me in the kitchen, and we just went at it.
Did you get your money?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got my money.
Oh, dear.
You were brawling.
Yeah, we were brawling.
You're out of control.
Yeah.
You are out of control. Well, officer, if you see him again, pick him up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably done something.
Thanks a lot, Howard. Can I talk to Gary off the air?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just want to give him a little information on the side.
Oh, good. You came up with the information? Excellent. My enemies will be destroyed. Thank you, officer.
Okay, bye.
Another brave man who risks his life every day. What are you making now, about $30,000 a year?
Nah, about 50.
50?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you just got to go out there and dodge the bullets. When's the last time you were shot at?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. What was that about?
Actually, I work in the Bronx. I won't say where.
Right.
But we have a drug war going on up there constantly.
A war?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
There is a rule. They ought to make it legal already because these guys are all going to be dead.
Well, I agree with you.
Yeah, they have to. They have to make it legal. Don't you see? It's a war we can't win.
All we've done is created a criminal empire for these people.
It's a fortune those guys are making.
Exactly. Why don't the government make it legal, put some tax on it, and at least confine these drug addicts to a certain area? So
It's the only way to go. I don't know why that makes so much sense and so many people argue with it.
Somebody must be making an awful lot of money out of it.
It comes down to morality also.
Those guys have better weapons than you do.
Yeah, people don't want to see people do drugs. They're making a moral judgment on people.
Yeah, and meanwhile, let's face it, the whole world is on drugs, especially the legal kind.
It's just a matter of whether you get them from a doctor or off the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Well, you know.
And this guy, he's going around risking his life for that.
We're the only drug-free people in America.
Me and you, Robin.
Everybody else is on drugs.
I know.
The law doesn't stop anybody from doing drugs. They do it. They do what they want, you know.
That's right. All right, man.
Okay,
hold on.
Yeah, Gary.
All right.
Okay.
I had the officer digging up some information on some of my enemies. I'll be releasing that tomorrow.
Your enemy, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm representative of the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, but look at you. You're peeing in public.
And you're doing crazy things. You're smoking with strangers.
Yeah, you're smoking with half the audience.
You're drinking with people you don't know.
Then you're throwing sand on them and getting into fistfights with appearances. I mean, it's just...
You go to bars and glom drinks? What is wrong with
I don't
you?
glom. People buy you drinks. What am I going to, what do you say, no?
No, I heard you glomming.
I don't glom. I swear to God. I'd rather buy it on my own drink.
All right. Anyway, what are you doing here anyway? Oh, we're going to give that guy Grateful Dead tickets. Do you think Kurt Waldheim Jr. could give them away?
I think he could.
Okay, very good. That's a positive answer. He's spending time with all the strangers smoking their pot, and then he blows off cops. The cops who could help him, maybe.
Yeah, well, they don't have any drugs, he knows that.
Yeah.
I always help out the cops, man.
How do you help them? By driving fast?
No, whenever they ask for things, like I always get them, things they want, Yeah, like T-shirts and stuff. I always hook them up.
Okay. All right, we'll be back. What year is your stupid record coming out?
This year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You done with it yet?
We're already into
almost there. I say this summer.
We're about into the 4th month.
Yeah, I say this summer.
Yeah, looking forward to that. The Stuttering John record album. We'll be back.
Does he realize summer's only a couple months away?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How's the record going to come out? You haven't put anything on vinyl.
Yes, I have. Well,
Did you ask Leslie West to help you?
I have a couple songs completed.
Did you ask Leslie West to help you?
I was thinking about that. I think he'd do it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why not?
I bet you could get him on the phone.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. I can't get Joe Walsh on the phone anymore.
John went to write with Joe Walsh? So John wrote with him for 10 minutes. Joe disappears and won't return John's calls now.
What does that tell you?
You ought to write a song with Patti Smythe.
Yeah.
She knows how to write.
Sure.
No, you don't ask her, do you?
No. It's Joe Walsh.
I love Joe Walsh.
Joe drank his phone when John called.
What do you think it means if a guy won't return your calls?
No, but he has the same message on. It's the same exact one that he just...
What it means is that he didn't appreciate writing with John.
Yeah.
No, Joe asked me to play lead on Roger Clinton's album that he's going to produce. He's
well,
like,
there's
John,
no more Roger Clinton album.
Really?
Well, I guess maybe that's why.
What is it,
I was just going to say, John, because we haven't spoken about it, he may have blown you off because Joe's notorious for not returning calls, but the longest he's ever gone is like a week.
Yeah.
A week, maybe 10 days at best.
That must have been some song you wrote. Why don't you play us a little of the song you wrote?
No, we only worked the words. We didn't even write music.
What are the words?
It's just called I Don't Like You Either. He has all. I couldn't even get the words from him. He kept everything.
All right. We'll be back right after these.
Some businessman.
We'll be back with these after these messages.